Hello. Well, I hope you're doing well wherever you are. Do remember, please, to join our Facebook group and to comment and ask questions so that we can know how we can support you best. So in the last video, we talked a bit about negative thoughts and where they might lead us and how we might manage them. And I wanted to just touch on how we deal with some of the negative feelings that accompany those. Now, it is completely natural when we feel anxious or worried that we want to distract ourselves. We look for something else to take our mind off it because those feelings are really uncomfortable. And that's a really good coping mechanism. But I want to encourage you today to allow yourself some space and to allow your children some space to really feel those feelings when they come up. Because when we sit on our emotions, when we suppress them, they don't go away. They just stay there and they continue to influence us at both mind and body level. And we've all had that experience of really wanting to keep a lid on our stress or our anger. And then having done it for a little while, someone says something that can be perfectly innocent and then bang, we'll just let go. Not because of what's just been said, but because of all those emotions bubbling away under the surface. So allowing ourselves to just let those emotions flow through us is really, really healthy. And there's great peace and freedom on the other side of that. Now, they say that if you're not repressing your emotions, it takes only 90 seconds for an emotion to pass through your body. Now, I don't know how true that is, and certainly when we've all grown up being told not to express ourselves, there's going to be an awful lot of stuff under the surface which is also going to need to come out. But we've all seen a young child completely lose it because you've given them the blue cup rather than the red cup, and there are tantrums for several minutes, and then it's gone, and they're giggling over something else, because they haven't hung on to the emotion or they haven't tried to suppress themselves from expressing it. So it's going to be a little bit challenging for you in a couple of ways. Firstly, it's going to be uncomfortable. These emotions are, but they don't last. And the feeling on the other side is one of utter relief. So I encourage you that way. Secondly, when we are in situations of isolation and quarantine, it might be quite hard if you're living with close family to allow yourself the space to express those emotions, particularly if you have young children, particularly if you don't want to express yourselves around them or for them to see you crying, although it can be very healthy for them to see you express emotion. If you're in that situation, maybe allow yourself an extra 5 minutes in the shower to just let the water wash over you and the tears come. Maybe watch some old movies that might make you tearful. You know, have a box of Kleenex. You can all sit there and have a good sniffle together. You don't need to know why the emotion is there. It just needs to come out. If it's anger and frustration that you're feeling, maybe pound a few pillows when you're changing the beds, or when you pound the streets and go for a run. Something to really allow those feelings to just come through. And it's really, really important that when your child is struggling with this, that you don't rush to comfort them. And I know that that feels really counterintuitive, but allow them the space to feel the feelings. Just sit there, allow them to be upset just for a couple of minutes before you comfort them and say, it's okay, I understand. I'm here for you. And that way, those emotions will dissipate and you will be free to live a much more peaceful and calm way of life. So until next time, as always, please look after yourselves. Be safe, be well, and be kind.